Hello and welcome back to the Mobius Archives. This is your host, Mobius Rex, and we are playing Kerbal Space Program. Alright, well, last time we actually made it to Duna with a rocket probe, automated probe, which was the Duna Longshot 1. Now we want to replace this, Duna Longshot 1, with, so we will call this the Duna Destiny lifeboat, because it'll be carrying a living crew. I guess I can't say that without anything there. So how do we want to send people up? Well, we can send them a couple up. That's nice. We want to have something under 17 tons here. Get us all the way out. Let's just save that. And let's actually load up our Duna Longshot and just see how we made this. So it had not too much fuel here, but I remember us having lots of extra fuel in the end. Probably have a very similar lower stage here. It had a hitchhiker module, and the hitchhiker modules give us crew capacity of 4. We need a crew capacity of 10, so we'll try to max that out today. So the cupola module, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, has a crew capacity of 1. Not so great. But we probably want some things attached to it, not just be the cupola module by itself. So what can we get? So there's science. This thing, the mobile processing lab, adds a couple more. It's kind of heavy though. That's okay. Kind of heavy. And we can attach, let's see, a couple of clampetrons, regular size. Put that on either side there so we can attach to whatever we have. Oh, we'll probably also want one of these fuel tanks. And for control, a couple of these. Skip too many. 4 of them just like that. 9 tons. We'll give it, again, similar fuel tank situation. And if you see there's a whole bunch of extra stuff here, I've been trying to make shuttles, they just haven't been working. Fuel tank. Engine. Hoodle. 19.8 tons. Maybe a little too heavy. Let's check this base layer. 16.3 tons just with a cupola module. Wow. Okay, that I did not expect. Well, let's ditch the cupola module. And bring out... Lander can takes 2, Mark, whatever. Command Pog takes 3. That's 7. And that's 18.4 tons. Ooh, too much. Could try it anyway. Go Clampatron on there. Where's our center of mass? I like having these up around the center of mass. And maybe we'll give a couple more. A few more here. Alright, that should do for our main section. Oops. Didn't mean to tear that off. Didn't mean to tear those off either. A little bit of battery, a little bit of solar power. And we want... Well, what do we want? We'll take a comms array here. Just like that. And let's just see. We're getting a conical point. That's kind of funny. How big are we now? 18.8 tons. Let's stop building stuff and start, well, building stuff. Let's get our subassembly out here. We know this will handle 17.6 tons. We don't know how much more it'll handle. But it helps if it's outside the ground. Good. Off of the ground. Let's lift it up. Whoops. Lift it up. Stop grabbing things. Lift it up a little bit more. We have a docking clamp at the top. Maybe we want a couple on the side as well. Should stop adding things. I really should. Almost 19 tons up there. Alright. Let's see who's flying today. Valentina, we don't need Rotrude. Let's bring ourselves an engineer. None of these people, well, the engineers don't have any experience. Valentina does. So we have a scientist, an engineer, a pilot, And that should be good for Duna. Save that, launch that. First thing is first, of course, get yourself off the planet. Whoa, hello! That's not exactly the right way, Valentina. That was a bit odd. There is an optimum angle and speed for things that I never seem to make. But that's fine. We kind of do this by the seat of our pants, just like Valentina here. We're still going up, that's the important thing. And I'm just tapping this slowly. I have fine-tooth controls on. Let's see how we're doing. Not bad, 50,000. And we're starting to see heating in the lower section there. That's okay, we won't be bringing that back with us. Save a little bit of those engines. As we drift up towards space, we're going to hit 80,000, or 80 kilometers, 80 kilometers, 80,000 meters. So we're going to breach the atmosphere first. There we go, and I'm just going to give it till now. Before we throttle up again. And give ourselves a little bit of control. That heat has spread out across those sections. And that should allow us to get nicely in line here before we throttle up again. And I should probably go this prograde. And use everything we've got. There we go. See how we do. 23 seconds, 22 seconds. Let's get ourselves into an orbit, girls. It went slightly past our apoapsis. That's fine. As long as we make orbit. We have a lot of fuel, so we should. There we go. Bringing our apoapsis in front of us again. Not too much, though. Having a lot of difficulty controlling this thing. It's a little too unwieldy. There we go. Engine still has fuel, or this section still has fuel. Lots of fuel, in fact. Oh. It's way behind us. Well, we're in front of Duna now, so that changes our options here. We can, well, basically, leave Kerbin's orbit. We want to head out of Kerbin's orbit. So why don't we just maneuver here. That way? That way, I think. 50-second burn to break our orbit. Like that. Yeah, that's in 6 minutes. Well, I brought RCS fuel, but I didn't put any monopropellant on these, and these ones up here don't seem to be doing anything right now. Odd. Well, we're almost in line with our position. It's not going to be too bad. And this section we'll lose very shortly. Alright, almost in line. And go. I'm just going to go from here. Doesn't really matter. We're breaking orbit. And next stage. Let's go a little bit faster. And 2, 1. Cut those engines. Nice. Yep, leaving Kerbin. Leaving Kerbin behind. Not by much, though. Just a little. Alright, we can get close next year. 1 year, almost 2 years away from our approach. And it's a minute burn when it's over there. So why don't we go ahead? Hopefully we won't miss any contracts that we've promised anyone to do. Does allow us to warp ahead. Alright, and burn for all you're worth. We should still have this stage when we reach Duna, which would be nice. That was my planned interplanetary stage. Actually, I think the Poodle was our planned interplanetary stage originally. But now that's our planned interplanetary stage with, what's that engine? What's this engine? The skipper. Just keeping an eye on our real trajectory. And seeing when we actually encounter Duna. And... oh. There we go. Need a little bit more. So we will be 25,000 kilometers out from Duna when we get there. Which will be... in 283 days. Crap. No. Oh, whew. Okay, I thought I had just missed my Duna periapsis. I was wrong. I thought we just accidentally slid into there. I saw... Duna? Where's Duna? I saw Duna out here somewhere in the midst of space, and I panicked. See how bad this burn is. 44 seconds. Alright. I think we have enough fuel for that. Let's just get over there. And we warp to the next maneuver. This one starts at about 22 seconds. And it gives us a minute to get there. Really wonky in this orbit. We'll have to correct that. And just burn. So there's the long shot. We want to board. We want to dock with the long shot. We could board the long shot, but I think docking might work better for us. Might as well actually, can I? Maybe not here. Set as target. That tells us how badly off we are. And cut. Whew. Alright, let's see if we can figure out a maneuver to correct our wonkiness. Just bring our apoapsis in a bit while we're at the periapsis. Because we're watching that position to intersect spin around there. And cut. The Duna's 5 million. Okay, Duna, the orbit. The orbit of the other one is 6 by 5.8. It's roughly 6 by 6. I think I remember doing that. Let's just cut. And that should give us a chance to adjust our ascending node. That should bring us more or less in alignment. Try anti-normal. Get us close. And we burn. It should help. We'll probably need to do another correction later. Yeah, it helps, but definitely need to do another correction, and we need to figure out a way to get in contact with the Duna long shot. Get close enough. Alright, we are actually a little bit ahead of this ship, so what I'm going to do... Actually... yeah, I'm just going to speed up a little bit. Not going to even go to plan a maneuver, just going to speed up a little bit so that it can catch up with us. The long shot. And not too much of a maneuver, just enough. We'll just see what happens after an orbit or two. There we go. Looks like we're going to get an intersection somewhere around our periapsis. There we go. 4.5 kilometers away, if we can hit that right on the dot. Alright, just need to get to this. Oops. Warp to that maneuver. It's a nothing burn, so it's going to be pretty hard to do. I'm going to do low throttle right about 10 seconds out. See what that gets us. And just watching this carefully. Just getting the delta V out and cut. Alright. 20 kilometers. 12. 8. 5. 4. Too much. 12. I'll take that. Just such a finicky thing. Alright, let's get a little bit closer. Probably want to be within 12 kilometers before we start any further maneuvers. There we go. 25 kilometers away. And might as well deploy that. Don't need that fairing anymore. And we just have to point retrograde, which is up there. This is retrograde to our target, so that we can slow down and match its speed. Only 13.4 meters per second difference. Yeah, I cocked up the, Oh, no. Oh, yes, I did. I only put one RCS thruster on that. That's not particularly useful. So we get to rotate this a bit, but not as much as I want to. I don't think we'll get forward thrust like this. Try. No. We'll have to finagle this. Just try to get the ship pointed straight towards our target. There we go. That'll do for now. We should approach this slowly. Alright, I'm just bringing us to a stop. We're close enough to a stop. And I am... How should we do this? Hit F5 for one thing. Let's go check out the Duna long shot. There we are. Duna Destiny has to approach that port. Alright. We need to get closer so we can see that port. We don't want to go too terribly fast. There we go. We'll approach like this, just barely. Alright, next time we do this, we get more RCS thrusters. This is just not enough. Got crew report 22.5 science to transmit. Forgot there's people on here. Kerbin's on here, so we can actually do crew reports. Did I include any science experiments on this ship? No, I don't think so. Could neglect that as well. What type of ship designer am I? Huh. Well, at least we have an antenna. Let's start. Alright, we can almost see the Duna longshot from here. I'm wondering if I could actually target a port. That one? Set as target. Now, what I want to do is switch over and just rotate just so that this side is pointing towards Duna Destiny. And I am going to retract those solar panels just in case. And throttle back a bit. A lot of ship here, so it's going to take a while to get this maneuver right. Be back with you guys in a bit. Almost there. Just about in kissing distance. Coming on at an odd angle. Hopefully they don't snap together weird. Awesome. Let's get a tight seal here. There we go. Together at last. Alright. We now have a crew in orbit. Let's actually control from here. And extend those panels. We can get a little bit of sun. Alright, this has been Moby's Rex from the Moby's Archives. Thank you very much for watching. We are here at Duna. What I'm going to do is just get the Kerbals to collect some science, reset some experiments, send more experiments, and do some stuff. But until next time, this is Moby's Rex. Have a good day, and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.